Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Zork Nemesis. We will restore our last save game. And after we have read a little bit of the, not of the manual, but of the supplemental files coming with this game, we have decided to dig further into the world of General Kaine. Who is resting? That is Malvo, this is Sartorius, Kaine is this one. Maybe if we click on him at him again, we will discover a little bit more. Looks like he's struggling, but he's not really talking to us. What about this thing? Symbol of Mars. Ah, strange. Okay, there's a maybe we can interact with this. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we have seen a knife in the library, and I guess it is the knife which we have read about, that it belongs to a certain armor. What is this noise? Sounds like a fire burning, which this noise wasn't present here before. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit anxious to do anything here. But the knife which we saw was over there at the entrance. Here, this one. Yeah. Obviously we can't take it. I don't see no fire anywhere. We've been here. That is the entrance to Malvo, I think. And the realm of fire, which we have retrieved the fire. That was with the candles, with the thousands of candles. We don't need that. But what was the burning sound? I don't know. And this one looks like another thing worth looking at, but I don't know. Sartorius Mars. Oh look, I have never read this other page. Well, these are. It looks like this. These are the notes of the Nemesis, right? From the sarcophagi they will tell me nothing, but I must finish their work. Or maybe these are not notes of the Nemesis. These could be notes of the Bivotar, of this agent trying to recover these alchemists before us. From the sarcophagi they will tell me nothing. I have all but ripped their throats out now. That must be Nemesis. I don't think the agent would do this. How many threats can you use upon dead? Yeah, we have read this. Now that I have stolen the 4 elements, I have hidden them in this unholy temple. We have found them. We have found the 4 elements. And now he is talking about Bivotar, the last intruder that meddling spy Bivotar never made it past my gallery. But at least he was able to take some time out to envy the paintings before I bludgeoned him. However, in the gallery, the flow of time is as circular as the room, and I made the mistake of killing him before he was ever actually born. Huh? I shall wait to see if he returns. Well, we've been in the gallery, and it is indeed circular, and time moves there in circles. So, but I've never read this. Mage. It is more difficult to forge the 4 alchemical metals than I first thought. I have learned through a painful process of trial and error that it is not safe to keep the elements in their purified form. The 4 are not so stupid as they look. Gaining access to their secret laboratories has been a labored process. I will go drag a hot poker down Malvo's rotting belly and see if he cries out something helpful. Ooh. "25th Augur. Greetings, Jazz and Aleph. Augur, I am tired of this game. I ransacked Sartorius' laboratory today, and while blood flowed down the halls, I made little progress in my quest for his tin. I am as impatient as that stupid spy who thought any fistful of dirt, any drop of water, a spark from his fine Accardian cigar, or a mouthful of his foul breath would constitute an element. I must return to my work with elemental air. As I rise up to my lab and pass the twinkling star field, the blue reminds me of blue skies, a more peaceable time. But I can remember little of my life before the evil descended, before my bloody rebirth." And so now the book ends. We have read everything it has to offer. But there was a book on General Kaine. It wasn't this. True New Zorker. Here, disappearance of General Kaine. Regent Siovar. Well, okay. And the name was here Dimwit Flathead. Okay. Yeah, right, so looks like we will leave this place. Who of you guys still remembers the planet with which General Kaine is associated? I'll try to speak to this picture. Talk to me. You talked to me before, but not now. What is this? Okay. So, you guys don't remember which planet was General Kaine? done? Venus? No, General, the military guy, was of course Mars. Our task will probably be to travel to Iron Dune somehow. Mars, the Nympha Embryon. Okay, here we see Saturnax, and at Saturnax we see fire as element. Saturn eating a child alive here. Venus. With water. And so on. So the 4 planets and 4 elements. Even the moon is here, Luna. And Sun, okay. So which one of them is Mars? This must be Mars, right? The problem is looks like my mouse is not really working here. Ah, I know. You know what the problem is? These planets rotate around the sun. And something is missing in the sun. This is what we've got from the union of the 4 elements, and I think we'll have to put it here. Or not? What is this? Ah, yes. So we can't put it there directly, but we can operate this device to put it there for us. And the mouse is very stuck here in this. Yeah, it doesn't do good. You can put it here. Okay, and now put it there. Ah, there we go. So now we have light. And notice how the light is shining only to one side. So I guess to travel to the world of Dr. Kaine, not Dr. General Kaine, we must put Mars into the light. That's too much. Yeah, this doesn't want to be fluent. Is this Mars now? Could be Mars. I hope it will be. Seeing this tank, I think we have landed at Iron Dune. And this will be our return path to the temple. Okay, let's pull this. Before we go, let's take a look around here. Maybe we'll see something significant. So far it's only dunes. Ha. We hear rather an ongoing war. Let's go this way. What is this room? Looks like an artist's studio. Oh, look. Maybe this is the room of Lucien. Because he was the son of Kaine. And not following father's footsteps. He wasn't too much interested in military and war. He was interested in art, and he was in love with Alexandria. He says some love letters. Lucien, I love you. Have I written you that today? I am distracted and playing quite horribly. I have been having the nightmares again, the same ones. My father is performing some Zoroastrian fire ritual, and the flames leap up higher and higher until they devour him. He screams in pain, but I cannot move. Then the sky grows dark and I cannot see the sun. I don't know what it means. I worry as his illness worsens. Come tonight, I'm afraid. Alexandria. What was that? Alexandria. Something. Harmony of the spheres. like a ticket. Lucien, you are right. Something is going on. We must leave. I wrote father telling him everything and asking him to marry us. Father will miss me, but he will understand. We will escape to the Westlands. I'm not frightened, Lucien. I know everything will be all right if I'm with you. Does that sound childish? I've never felt more a woman, and I'm, as always, your Alexandria. Okay. And this is this. Hundreds dead in Thadium explosion. Free Press Corporation. In a blast of heat and fury, Thaddeus Research Facility number 2 disappeared this morning, taking much of the idyllic village of Stonehead with it. Company officials continue to deny any connections between the company and the blast, saying, as you know, it's been several centuries since we sacrificed a virgin to the fire gods. We were due for this one. Critics, on the other hand, point to the smoking remnants of Facility Number 1 and the strange mineral thadium, which eyewitnesses claim to have seen smuggled in under the cover of night. A picture of a mysterious explosion. Here we see an artboard. Hey, we can take a brush and brush this off. Looks like a checklist. Build brigade, ambush, dig trenches, latrine cleaning, coup d'etat, infiltrate and destroy, serve mess, burn and pillage, split the troops, distraction, drop thadium and verify message. Looks like a battle plan. Huh. Gunpowder. Ah, okay. Can be useful, gunpowder. Lucien, I have decided that you will be joining me on the hunt next week. I think you will come to appreciate the art of the sport. We don't have much time to prepare. You don't seem to have any kind of knife of your own, so I thought you might make something of my old broken one. There is no scabbard for it. Any empty one will do. Kaine. Go hunting. Draft notice. Draft notice. This is to certify that Lucien Kaine, by the power vested by the authority of Siovar, General of the Royal Quadronian Army, you are hereby drafted into the ranks of the military forces of the Desert River Regiment, Mage 5, 944, General Thaddeus Kaine, Desert River Regiment. Ah, so father drafted his own son. That's a mirror here, isn't it? Looks like a book here on this bed, but I can't really see what it is. Some more artboards. Oh, is this the room where we came from? Yes, it is, but I haven't noticed this sort of armor here. Look at this. Oh, it can be opened and closed. Yeah, let's roam a little bit more in Lucien's room. Maybe there are some useful books here. Maybe not. Maybe we've already seen everything there is to see. Wonder if Lucien drew this. Looks like he himself and his love Alexandria. And the violin she's been playing. Maybe the violin which we saw on the very beginning wasn't at all a symbol of the devil, but it was just the violin Alexandria has been playing, because the young woman appeared when we interacted with the candle lit in the crypt and told us to help her somehow. So maybe it was Alexandria. She seems to be playing violin. And hey, look at this. What is this? Can this be opened? No. We have inspected this. We have inspected the things here. Alright, I think we may go on. So let's see what is up here. Oh! Some military operations, or sounds of them at least. There's a strategic planning table. What is this? Can we interact with it? Ah, pity. What if you push 5? Okay, it looks like every time we push a button here, the balls let's push 1 and 5. The balls appear here in a certain order. Yep. 1, 7, 4, 3, 5, 9. I think this was important. And the white ball. What if I press 2, 5? Then we get 4, 7, 1, 3, 9, 5. What if I press 3, 5? Get 7, 4, 1, 9, 5, 3 and 4, 5. Four, 3, 5, 9, 7, 1. Okay. 5, 5. There's no such thing like 5, 5. Okay. Interesting. Here we see some things here. First button. Candles and broomsticks. Second button, shaving a cat. Third button, fishing in the desert. Fourth button, triple splitter. Fifth button, shoot. Yeah, so it refers probably to the buttons on this pool table. Or maybe not. But maybe yes. Perhaps it does really. So what else is here? This kicker game. Hello, Ratsock. Looks like I've got some catching up to do. Well, yes, we have barely started following, well, digging into the mystery of General Kaine. We are in his military fortress, Iron Dune, exploring the second room here. Some things. What is this? It's pretty dark in here. We can't... Okay, so let's go back. Is this where we come from? I think this is where we came from. No, this is not where we came from. Wow, so many rooms here, I don't know where to start to explore. I'd like to find my way back. Was it this thing? No. I think this might be where we came from. No. There's another such armor here. Oh.
Lord, who are you? Never mind. Stay inside. The horde's nearly broke through. Castle's deserted. I'm the only one left. But I won't desert General Kaine. Not this bloke. What are you grinning at, eh?
No. One of his, maybe this is the last soldier we have read about in the files. But okay, this must be the room where we came from. Seems to be a cannon here, which we can't really interact with too much. Picture of a... Is it a battle? Yeah, it could be a battle. Wait a moment. There's another armor. Oh look, another room here. This looks like Kaine's room. Photos. Ah, that must be so. Is this Sophia? No, it's not Sophia, it's this. I don't know what was the name of Kaine's wife. But it's the photos we have seen in the files. Snippet of something. Temperature at which you attempt to cast the metal. Casting at too cool of a temperature is useless. Casting with too intense of heat can have fatal results, of which proof is my recently destroyed laboratory in Venture. General granted knighthood. General Thaddeus Kaine of the Desert River Province granted knighthood November 7th, 923. Thaddeus Kaine of Desert River, famous for his battle against the barbarian hordes, was granted knighthood today. In an elaborate ceremony at Siovar's palatial estate in Aragon, Siovar anointed Thaddeus Kaine to the applause of various well-wishers, including Sophia Hamilton of the Desert River Branch Conservatory and Francois Malvaux, noted author of the Brogmoid Fallacies. In the name of the rightful and unified kingdom of Zork, Siovar thanked General Kaine for his struggle to defeat the barbarian and foolish hordes that have been recently threatening the kingdom. Dan is asking, anyone in the chat who is into 3D game making, how hard would you reckon it to be to create something like Zork Nemesis, but with animation instead of just jumping to locations? I don't know, I'm not into 3D game making. Kaine and Elrond, dispute turns to war. Fight erupts over border regions lying between former Aragon and Desert River Province. Mage 2924. The ever-increasing tensions between Lord Elrond and Sir General Kaine reached their height yesterday evening when Lord Elrond declared war on General Kaine. The fight has become even more critical because of Kaine's rumored creation of Thadium, the lethal zirradiated ore. Elrond, now aligned with the powerful and political Enchanters Guild of the Wastelands, have been rumored to have purchased a lethal scroll from Wizard Bilbo's. A reference to Tolkien. The results of this never-ending feud should have a major impact on Siovar and whether his empire is able to expand and unite the entire Zork lands. General Sir Thaddeus Kaine. File photo. Interesting. The New Blood Alchemists, reaching beyond the fifth essence. Vain puffers who spend too much time at the bellows, seeking in our sacred science a slight banker's craft, sifting through vile ashes, fool's gold in thy fingers. What thou reapeth, keepeth, for thine inheritance shall be noxious fumes, and burns blacker than thy hearts. This swindling sophistry belongeth not to the one great work, but the one false implementor. All Zork will cheer thy ruin. True alchemy careth not for the gold of this small place. He that hath everything needeth nothing. When the air and the terra, the aqua and ignis, molten with their metals, and the one element that maketh them whole, then what is wrong shall be made right, what is unknown become known, what is lost shall be found, for this is the corpus glorificationis, the elixir of life, the end to all. Chapter 6. The four elements. The four elements correspond to the four humors. The fire is the yellow bile, cholera. The air is the blood, sanguis. The water is the phlegm, pituita. and the earth is the black bile, melancholia. Of these four humors, we know blood reigns as the element primordial. The blood of man is a reservoir of nourishment, both spiritual and substantial, and it is the work of the blood to meet such nourishment from head to heart, quickening the dead bones and raising the vile body of the sphere of the immortal soul. In the purification of the blood lies the purification of all things. In the worth of the blood lies the worth of all things. In the cost of the blood is the cost paid for all things. The cost of the blood cost. There is only this way and none other. In this bloody fifth element, blah blah blah. Yeah, some alchemical things. What is this? Is there any other book we can read? The photos? This, the fifth essence? Good. So he's been probably trying to create something, some elements to help with his things. Hey, what is this? The joy of encryption. Haha. Mission of protecting Lord Dimwit from the riotous residents of the frigid river valley who opposed the giant statue His Royal Excessively Highness was constructing at the expense of their neighborhood. Flathead's men were told to memorize the last line of the popular Zorkanian anthem, "You ain't nothing but a hellhound." This signal would distinguish Flathead's undercover men from the local marauders. But everyone targets a code now and then, and when it came right down to sword point, who knows the last line to that song anyways? With his men stammering, "You ain't nothing but a hellhound," which is the first line, rather than "You ain't no friend of mine," which is indeed the last, Lord Dimwit lost 3,000 of his best men and vowed to make Elvis Flathead required listening for his troops in the future. Listening. In a battle between mathematics and magic, magic will always have the upper hand. In the course of Vice-Regent Siovar's campaign against the powerful Enchanters Guild, Siovar's spies would attempt to send encrypted reports back to the castle of Zork, only to find that the numbers would rearrange themselves before the very eyes of the codebreakers, forming nonsensical non sequiturs, such as thaumaturgy is a walk on a slippery walk, and religion is a smile on a yipple. Siovar then implemented the Zenigma mechanical encryption device, replacing the more fallible mathematic mnemonic systems with pulsing electricity. Clearly, where wizards are concerned, the best secret is the secret you don't have to hide. But nice, I like the Zenigma reference to the Enigma coding machine. So clearly, where wizards are concerned, the best secret is the secret you don't have to hide. Would be that by doing a rudimentary exchange of the numerical base conversions for the corresponding characters, one could establish an initial translational table of values. Doing a rudimentary exchange of the numerical base conversions for the exchange of the numerical base conversions for the corresponding characters, one could establish an initial translational table of values. Applying this method, we can reconstruct the first message fragment to be "while the sun is between the second and third quarter." However, the creators of this scheme predicted such an obvious decryption approach and took measures to ensure that any such attempt would not only fail to produce the real message, but through careful wording by the encrypting party would result in a convincingly realistic false message with occasionally humorous and often disastrous results. Cryptologists have long considered their science to be more entertainment than work. It is nonetheless so in Zork. With its peculiar Gwendoran fondness for the odd puzzle and palimpsest. What is a palimpsest? Is palim... What is a palimpsest? It's like a play with words. Is a palimpsest a thing which results from a word if you rearrange its letters? I don't know. I have to look up what a palimpsest is. A manuscript or a piece of writing material on which later writing has been superimposed on effaced earlier writing, and or something reused or altered but still bearing visible traces of its earlier form. Oh, that's a palimpsest. I remember it from my courses at the university, where we had a look at medieval palimpsest manuscripts where a hidden writing could still be revealed. Okay, with its peculiar Gwendoran fondness for odd puzzle and palimpsests. To the enchanter, encryption is a game, a magical way of life. Have you ever had the experience of a furious enchanter rushing at you as you leave the market, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Zuka, Zuka, Zoo!" only to stop dead in his tracks, unable to remember if he is casting a spell that will bless you with a sharp hearing for the remainder of your natural life, or turn your recently purchased eggs into overripe cabbage? Odds are he's attended a top thaumaturgical college. Odds are he has attended a top thaumaturgical college, been given a book with a few decent, fairly powerful spells, and spent a good deal of time trying to memorize all of the trendy new incantations. But let's face it, if those magic words weren't encrypted, he'd be out of a job. Okay, so yeah, that's a good hint with palimpsests and encryption and stuff. Okay, what letters lie here? Dear Kaine, I have long dwelt on the power of air, but not considered it as a source of purification. At such velocities as your blueprints describe, I feel sure it would tear impurities from even the very core of evil. I am certain none but the purest metal could withstand it. Destruction or purity, a perfect solution. Still, I have some misgivings. Before air, your plans suggest the simultaneous combination of forces of simultaneous combinations of forces of fire, water and earth. This must necessarily be an explosive combination, but not an impossible problem. I have long experimented with injection molding for limb replacement. As long as the mold is inserted into the case holding before applying heat, my experiments have been successful. Sartorius. So Sartorius and Kaine are collaborating here. somehow mix the 5 elements. It looks like air is to be added last. Before air, your plan. So let's take a note of plan. Air. Before air, you suggest the simultaneous combination of forces: fire, water, earth, then air. Or more nitro. There's a chest here. How do we open this? Oh, look at his beds with these. How are they called? I don't know the English word. Five Oracle. I don't know what to make of Lucien's odd behavior, painting pictures of naked women and then hiding them on his own easel. He's becoming a man with a man's free will. But what of my missing gunpowder and supplies? Am I to tolerate insurrection in the name of my son's independence? It seems as if he wants nothing better than to irritate me. Much more of this, and I will be forced to send him to his mother in Antharia. Like a journal. How do we open this chest? This is probably Sophia and this is Lucien, his son and his love. How do we open this chest though? I don't even know what we need to open this. Maybe we need a key. We have read through this, We can take another look here, whether there is anything in this cupboard. No. Okay, so this was Kaine's room. We've been here. Oh, this is Lucien's room. We've been here. Oh, there is something in here. Wait a moment, we can... don't know what to put there in the armor. Perhaps a knife? Is there anything we can interact with on this armor? Except for the helm? No. How about this room? This is the last room we haven't explored yet. Oh, look at this. Piece of sword. Dog. Ah. The dog. Ah, we have loaded the cannon. The dog mouth is like a cannon, but it looks like we still need to somehow, if we do have the gunpowder, maybe we have to place gunpowder in there. Yep, gunpowder. And shoot. Ha! Looks like we have opened something back there. Which was previously closed. I should have taken first a look at the closed thing. Or maybe it was just a closed door. Flying fish. Some coats of arms. Deer. Fireplace? Ha! Look at this. Missing piece.
Take it.
It's Kaine offering his son a sword.
You should be with me. You belong by my side. Children draw pictures. Men fight. If you didn't sleep with the Archbishop's daughter, I wouldn't even know that you were a man.
I don't want you to talk about her.
Who? Your whore? Maybe I'll try her myself. Finish. I said, finish it!
Okay, that was a flashback. Well, not really a flashback, but well, it presented us a scene what happened here in this room, probably between Kaine and Lucian. Depictions of battles. Now we are coming to the door, which we have shot open with the cannon. This looks like a secret room. Dan says, oh, not really secret, but it was closed before. Dan says, I remember there being games like this, but where there were videos in between the walking. If I only could remember their names. Such good games. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember much too many games like Zork. The Battle of Fort... what? Wait a moment. Griffspeller. The Battle of Fort Griffspeller. Maybe we'll learn something. It's like a presentation of battles here. Battle of Flood Control Dam 3. Flood Control Dam 3. That was this FCD 3 we have seen on the supplemental material to this game, FCD. Flood Control Dam 3. The maneuver at Stonewall, the Yippel Rebellion. Yes, I will not explore these battles right now. There are some cannonballs and a cannon. I will take a look around elsewhere. But where else, right? Ah, I know what was missing at that armor. Here, the sword was missing, probably. Sounds like a door opening. Yes. Look at this. It opened this door. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's explore this room and the other things in the next session. Just we'll probably do it. I don't know whether today, maybe tomorrow. I think I need a break from this. I need to meditate on what we have learned so far. If it's too many things and if I rushed through the game, I tend to not remember the stuff correctly. So it's been about slightly more than an hour what we've been playing and explored in this world of Kaine. We will continue. We'll continue tomorrow. I'll see you then, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.